Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun Benzion. Today's daf is Nedarim daf Pei is number 82. The Gemara we started today on Pei Aleph on the base on the bottom, where the Gemara asks, "Bami Rav Rav Nachman Tasha Shamita Rabban in Nefeshu Dvarim Shebeina Lebeina." Right, Tasha Shamita. Now, most people assume Tasha Shamita is the act of being together, the actual penetration. That's considered something as Beina Lebeina or in a Nefesh, according to the Rabbanon. Now, according to Rabbi Yossi, the Gemara seems to obviously, Rabbi Yossi is Machmer. He says not bathing is not a nether of Iyun Nefesh, not affliction to her. And also, not wearing makeup is not considered an affliction to her. Rabbanan say it is Iyun Nefesh, right? Iyun Nefesh, you're able to be made for Iyun Nefesh, right? It's more encompassing, right? You can be made for her even after she gets divorced or remarries another man. Or if it's a nether, it affects her affliction to someone else, even if it's not the husband, right? Bein el Beina has to be dafka between the husband and the wife, and also has to be only when they're married or even after divorce. But once she gets remarried, it doesn't apply anymore. The hafara goes away, the blockage of that goes away. So that's the difference in nefesh and bein lebeina. Tasha Shamita, the Gemara asks according to the Rabbanan, is it in an nefesh? And you have the more inclusive type of hafara, or is it bein lebeina? The Gemara assumes obviously according to Rabbi Yossi. I don't know why the Gemara assumes this. According to Rabbi Yossi, it's something which is not in a nefesh, bein lebeina. So I want to analyze today what the machlok is, and the Gemara tries to prove, right, from a Mishnah later on, a Tulanim Yehudim, and the Gemara ends up saying that the Mishnah later on is Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi holds Tashmish Hamita is considered, and Pei Bezim and Olive is considered to be something which is Beino Lebeina, but not Inu Nefesh, Tashmish Hamita. If she forbids herself from getting Tashmish from Tashmish Hamita with her husband, or with other Jews, that's something which is Beino Lebeina, but not considered Inu Nefesh. According to the Rabbanan, it could be very well Inu Nefesh. So we have possibly three nafkaminas, three important nafkaminas, between the Rabbanan and Rabbi Yossi. What's considered Inu Nefesh? According to the Rabbanan, not taking a bath, a shower, not wearing makeup, and not engaging in Tasha Shemitah are considered Inu Nefesh. According to Rabbi Yossi, they're not Inu Nefesh. What's the machlokas? So I'd like to say, according to Rabbi Yossi, right, if you think about it, a woman, if she prohibits herself from a cohabitation with a man, just like a man needs it, obviously a man probably needs it more than a woman to be together with a woman, but a woman also has if you're married, you realize a woman also has a desire for this, maybe even a desire stronger than a man. So to say that it's not an affliction for a woman to say that she's not going to have Tashmita ever again with anybody is very misleading and very wrong. So I think it's important to realize why the Gemara says Tashmish Hamita and not Bia or something like that. Tashmish Hamita, I met so many times, is considered foreplay. Tashmish Hamita, mishmush in the mita, right? Feeling each other's body in the bed. That's what Tashmish Hamita is. So Tashmish Hamita, all these cases where she says, I'm not going to bathe or shower, we explained it in the previous year, right? Even if you're not going to bathe or shower, that's a normal shower or bath, but there's a possibility you can clean yourself, right? You can feel clean by taking a little water, washing your face, your hands, your feet, or aver, one limb at a time. That's okay, right? That's okay. It's not included in Shalom Erechas, right? And also, it's normal bathing. And similarly, when I wear makeup, right? Even if I'm not allowed to wear makeup, I'm not allowed to, put on fancy makeup. But basically, to take care of myself, to put on deodorant and things like that, or to comb your hair, to brush your hair, to make sure you're not evil, to make sure you're not disgusting, that you're allowed to do. So according to Rabbi Yossi, it's not considered nefesh these things because I have another option, right? I can wash my body in small increments, and I can basically basic hygiene is mutter. So it's not disgusting, but it's not considered right the best way, right? The normal way of doing it, I'm not allowed to do. So there is a little bit of affliction according to the Rabban. According to Rabbi Yossi, there's maybe a little affliction, but it's not complete affliction, right? Whether it's that's the way I'd like to say or lagamre, right? So that's what the machlok is, where it's a little bit of affliction, right? Because there's other ways of doing it, right? And the same thing with Tashmish Hamita. That's why it's important where the Gemara discusses Tashmish Hamita and seems to indicate that's the nafkamin to Rabbi Yossi and the Rabbanan. Tashmish Hamita is where she forbids herself from foreplay. Now, for a woman, foreplay is very important. But technically, if the man would just go ahead and be together with the woman without foreplay, right? So she would feel, I think most women would feel, that her basic needs are taken off. Right? It wouldn't be ideal. Most women feel, abused or cheap if you just go right away to the penetration. But if there's foreplay, if there's no foreplay, it's not the end of the world. At least she feels a closeness to her husband, maybe even if he doesn't orgasm for her. So he have at least those two things. You don't have the foreplay, which is integral to her, but it's an inoy idea. It's not a real inoy, it's a fractional inoy. So a fractional inoy, according to Rabbi Yossi, is not a problem. That's not something. If you want to be mayfair, you can only mayfair the Ramsha Beina Lebeina, because it's going to cause friction between her and the husband. If she has to live in a Darim Nachas B'Kfifa, she's going to have to live in a tough situation, right? It's going to cause friction in their relationship, but it's not going to be something which is an affliction, right? Which is a protection. The husband has a right to protect his wife from afflicting herself. It doesn't reach that degree, according to Rabbi Yossi, to warrant to be hafara, right? A blocking for Iyun Nefesh. It has to be a complete Iyun Nefesh. According to the Rabbanan, even affliction on the a small affliction, right? Where she's not completely afflicting herself. These other avenues are possible, right? To clean herself or to make herself hygienic or have a little satisfaction in the bedroom. So therefore, it's considered to be Iyun Nefesh, even according to the Rabbanan. According to Yossi, it wouldn't be. That's the way I'd like to explain the Machlokes in the Rabbanan. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.